So what do you think of the Royals then?
No,
They don't give a shit about you.
No, that's an interesting one. That's a good one. You know why, Rab?
We had a conversation about
It's a
it.
similar principle to the person who spends money, 100 grand on their car, right?
you
But,
know what?
but wait. These guys are supposedly the heads of the country. They're born into the money, and then they choose potentially not to give back. I don't know exactly where the money goes or whatever, but they certainly could
You
be
know,
doing a lot
right?
more.
This is what I think, yeah.
I think they would.
They are the richest people in this country, right? Who do the least with that money.
Universal law. They just
Right.
like dragons. They just hoard
They
it.
are exactly the people we were talking about earlier on, right? And I have more of an opinion on that family than I do on Dr. What's his name
So at
spending
least I'm
100
putting
grand on
something.
his car.
At least I'm putting something into society by being a doctor. You know, all these bankers,
Right.
all these rich people, they're just sapping away. They're
Actually,
just,
I'll have that. I'll have that, yeah? Because at least you're paying for those guys that built that car to get a wage, yeah? So I'll have that, right? But they, right, all they will do is be presidents of charities and whatnot and go to
yeah, it's virtue
this
signalling.
function and that
All these
function
bloody charities.
where they don't have to do a thing, yeah? They don't even carry money with them, yeah? Because they are given everything for free. And they are the richest family in the country.
And what's their name?
Huh?
You said they're the richest family in the country. There's many families.
It's not about the Royals, man.
Right.
Generally
I
speaking.
get,
It's not about the Royals, generally speaking.
So the fact they do as little as they do
Oh yeah.
with what
It's all
Sorry, am I in
ceremonial,
your
isn't
way?
it? They just parade around.
Hey? You're blocking his view.
it's just they should do a lot more. They're obliged to do a lot more.
They're obliged to do.
They're obliged.
Exactly.
They have a moral
They
duty.
are obliged.
Are they obliged
Yeah.
morally or just
Morally and the other way.
legally?
No,
They
you
should
know
be.
what? She is the queen of
And what does
Britain.
she do for homeless people? What does
Jack.
the Queen do? What does the Queen do for the
You know
marginalised?
what? I'd
for the
have much
deprived?
more respect for a royal family that gave what they owned, lived in a normal house, man. I mean,
Oh,
let's
let's
say,
say that. Then they're not royals
Let's
if
just
they
say-
do that. If they give away
no,
your
but
money
that's
and your
more
wealth,
royal,
then you're
man.
not
No,
royal.
no, bro, that's royal because that's
You know
showing
what?
that
I
you
don't
got.
quite expect that, yeah,
No, no,
but
but-
I do expect a hell of a lot more than
Yeah.
he actually did.
Yeah, you're
Listen,
right.
as far as
100%.
I'm concerned, if you're living in a multi-million, probably billion out of nowhere
Right?
house, you represent a country and there's people sleeping on the fucking street in that country.
Yep.
That is sick, man.
Yep.
That is fucking sick.
Yeah.
Just
And not only
all
that,
you need to do, spend 1 million on the house. If that's not enough for you, I don't know what the fuck is. 1 million, and just at least make sure people are fucking in houses, man.
even 50 million is a
But that's
drop
the
in the
government's
ocean
job.
for them.
But the government should be the ones sorting that. The
Well,
government
do you
and
know
the
what?
royals.
No. Let's have it right, yeah?
No, but they
100
represent the
years
country,
ago,
don't they?
100, 200 years ago, right? Who made the laws?
Yeah, royals, didn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, they
Queen
had all the-
Victoria, King Edward, nobody did jack without them telling
The
them to do it.
monarchism.
I don't know how
monarchists.
society got why it's like this, man.
Well, that's just
You know
well, you
what?
got the peasants and you got the landowners, haven't you? Like working the field. But it evolved from
The
that.
riffraff.
No, in the,
The riffraff.
medieval times you had peasants. That's
I
what I'm
know.
talking about. I'm not talking
I'm
about.
joking.
I wouldn't call. You have the plebs, you know. You have this and that. Like you said, the
They were
riffraff.
Romans, weren't they?
They're the ones, yeah, the plebeians in Roman times, and the emperors, the
Yeah.
the monarchy, the royals, the
Right. So it's,
Iron Guard, the elite, and the rest of the population, and that's just the pattern
yeah.
in all societies, isn't it? Even going back to tribes when we used to be
You
hunter-gatherers.
know, Islam as Muslims, right?
tribes.
I don't know if you heard about this before, but there's a, and it's one of the pillars of the religion.
Okay.
Yeah. As a Muslim, every year, if you have over the equivalent is about £2,000,
Right.
give or take, of today's currency.
Yeah.
If you have that amount after 12 months in your savings, you are obliged by God Himself to give 2.5% to charity.
It's not a lot.
It's not a lot. You have to. So if you've got $1 million sitting there, 2.5% after a year, you have, and it
So
can't-
every year you have to
every
give
year. It doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter who you are. 2.5%, whether you're the king of
You know what?
queen or
Actually,
what.
no, that's spot on. That's spot
And it
on.
has to go to people.
That sounds like a
eligibility
brilliant
for
way to
people.
live your life.
So people who
Isn't
have
it?
got $2,000 plus themselves, you can't give it to them.
Right.
They'd go to someone who's in
Yeah,
debt,
yeah,
someone who's
yeah.
in Islamic society. There shouldn't even be anyone who's homeless.
Yeah.
Because it's the
wrong, isn't it?
caliphate's job, God-given instruction that your job is there should not be anyone homeless in your society.
That's just
Furthermore, in the Islamic, you know how they scare everyone about it.
Yeah.
Under Islamic law, if you were to go and steal food and they arrested you for it,
Chop your hand off.
no, that's the last resort. But why did you steal? Because I'm hungry. There's no food for me to eat. I've got no support.
Yeah.
Well, okay, what is the caliphate, the person in charge? He's got a responsibility. Why have you got someone in your country that's hungry?
I've heard that phrase before, Kelly.
Yeah, it's just the leader.
Yeah.
So it's his obligation that everyone in his society is fed, is clothed.
I mean, you say all that in
right?
theory,
Am
but
I-
in
am I
Muslim
right?
majority
Am I
countries,
right
is
in
that the
believing
case
then?
though?
No,
The
Or
caliphate is then responsible for that, and is then the charge then falls on him, doesn't it?
You'd have to look at it all.
Don't you think like
Yeah.
society
One
as a
second,
whole is
one second.
responsible?
You'd have to look into it as a case. A panel will sit down and review it and everything.
Yeah.
But the person who's stealing, if they're stealing because they're starving and they've got no food,
Yeah.
they have a case
Yeah.
that, listen, it's you as my leader, you're supposed to you've got an obligation to feed me. Why am I going hungry? I'm forced to steal. So it wouldn't necessarily be that individual's sole fault.
Yeah.
The royal would be also accountable. Why is there someone in your society that's hungry? Also, furthermore,
It's a nonsense.
even as Muslims in non-Muslim land, you're responsible for your neighbours. 15, I think it's 15 to your right or 15 to your left, either or. So we believe when we die, if we've been eating and our neighbours have not, then we're responsible for that.
But you get similar in other religions,
Yeah.
don't you? But in Christianity,
I
you've got the
love
Good
that.
Samaritan,
I love
haven't
If
you?
your neighbour was to knock on and say, listen, we've got no food, it's a God-given, ruling upon you, obligation for you. If you've got enough food for yourself, you need to be giving it to your neighbour as
It's
well.
interesting because in
But
other
people don't
religions,
talk about it, man.
in other religions, you don't have that same obligation, do you? In Christianity, you have like teachings, you have parables, like the Good Samaritan. Like,
Christianity is you're on your own, Jack.
well, I don't know.
There's
It
a lot.
just
I
depends
know
on
it's
the.
a little bit more complicated than that,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
what it amounts to.
But I mean, unless you're part of that community, like part of that, like
In my
clique.
opinion, from what I know of religion, yeah, the only one that isn't actually corrupted over time, yeah,
What's
is the Quran. It's the only one that hasn't been corrupted over time. How many versions
Even
of the
Buddhism?
Bible have been released?
Buddhism hasn't like. I don't know, any like.
And do you know the
Eastern religion.
ironic thing as well, yeah? All the different religions that are, yeah, are all worshipping the same God.
I believe that, yeah.
Yeah?
I believe that.
And yet they all say, no.
No, they're
he's
all
not
wrong.
your
They're
God.
all
He's
wrong.
not
We're
your
right.
God. He's our God.
I don't know.
They don't get it. They're all looking at it through a different lens, thinking they're looking at a different thing. But it's all
But then
It's all the
again,
same,
yeah,
they're all-
but like the Quran
they're just
tells
interpreting it in a different way.
a similar story to the Bible. But
No,
I
as-
believe
as-
the
go on, sorry.
Quran is a better version than the Bible.
Have you ever been inside sort of religious place like church, mosque, that sort of thing,
Yeah.
synagogue,
Of course
or
I
any
have.
of like different
I used to go
religious?
every week.
Yeah.
To the church.
Do you like the hymns and that and the teaching? You just didn't resonate with you at all.
Oh, I only went so I didn't have to spend the day tidying up the house.
Fair enough. That's probably the reason I went.
No, yeah.
But it's
I
interesting
became
that.
religious, but then my grandparents both died of cancer, yeah, in a horrible, drawn out death, yeah. And I couldn't.
Was that the argument? Like, how can God be so indifferent to suffering and like and evil on this planet if He does?
one of
what's
them,
the religious-
one of them, how can he let two of the kindest, generous people that I have ever known in my entire life, even now,
The good die young.
yeah, die such horrible deaths, yeah? My grandfather had bowel cancer, right?
I've
And
learned about that,
it
I know.
was drawn out, yeah. And I have a lot of guilt over that, because I was all bastard when I was and he was hiding it from us all. So I didn't know, you get me? And I didn't
My
find
mum
out
died of
till later.
cancer.
Horrible, isn't it?
Just gone like that. I mean, for me, I was lucky. I didn't hear anything about it until she was gone.
But you're young though, aren't you?
Well,
I was,
that's what
I was
happened with me
9.
and
Yeah, I
my
was 8.
grandfather.
I was 8 when she died. That's it. Like, you gotta live life without.
And I was a little shit when I lived with him, yeah. And if I would like to think I would have been different had I known, you know. But the
No,
guilt
you
that
can't
hit me
blame yourself
afterwards.
for that. You know, you're so young.
No, I know that. I know
You
that.
can't change the
I
past,
know
can
that.
you? You can't. You gotta
I
be
know
stoic
that.
about
But
it.
you know what? My behaviour caused a lot of stress, angst, and all that. in the
How old
house.
are you again?
I would have been about 14 at the time.
Yeah, you're 14
And-
as a kid, man.
So it's only been recording for
No.
like 10 minutes, man.
I was an adolescent.
You're right.
I was
Oh,
an adolescent.
You're an angsty teen.
You can't hold yourself,
Yeah.
you know, to that then, you know.
I know, I
We've
know,
all-
I know.
we're all
puberty
young
and all
once,
that,
you know.
but That's by the by, man. That is by the by, yeah.
But has it
I no
changed how
longer-
you deal with other people? Like, reflecting on that? Like, people that deserve that sort of, I guess,
I
respect.
can empathise. You know what I mean? You earn your respect, man.
Yeah.
You earn your respect. Otherwise you don't get it.
But obviously, like, your granddad, that's someone who has that, who should be...
My grandfather was a
Observing
prisoner
of
of
that.
war in Japan during the Second World War, mate. yeah.
No way.
Oh,
Serious, on a level, mate. He was a belly gunner in the B-17 Flying Fortress,
Jeez.
right? And he got shot down, yeah?
Bloody hell.
When he came home, right, he was that mistreated over there, yeah? He could not get his body weight over 8 stone.
That's
Right.
horrific.
you struggled eating.
That's tragic.
So basically, yeah, that man was a hero. Right? He had medals. He's got
He's martyred, isn't he, though? He's gone
got
through all
medals.
of that.
He had medals, both. Yeah, it's and I've seen them. And do you know what? Yeah, my guilt,
Yeah.
right, as little or as big as it is, yeah, still remains no matter what people. My gran even told me to forgive myself. You know what I mean? And I did a little bit, but there's a little bit that I can't.
But you could,
You know what I
it's
mean?
good your gran was there so you could, like, obviously express that and say that you were, like, you were a little shit.
yeah.
Wish you were
know.
different, but... Do you believe in an afterlife, Rob?
I don't necessarily believe in it. I
Yeah.
would like to think that. Oh God, I hope
That'd be
there's
nice,
more
wouldn't
than
it?
just
Yeah,
this,
bloody
you know what
hell.
I mean?
Trust me, I've been...
I wouldn't mind the 70 virgins, that's for sure.
Got to earn your 72.
72, yeah.
How would you? I mean, if I want to ask around this question, how would you earn that though? Like,
How would you earn
Martyrdom,
that?
innit?
yeah,
Martyrdom, isn't it?
martyrdom.
Are you in Islam?
Yeah.
70, I mean, I don't know specifics,
Yeah.
but what I will say is, if you enter heaven, you can have whatever you want. Man.
Right.
You want 700,
But
if,
isn't it
if
like
a woman wants 700
Isn't
or
it like
70,
in Islam, if the worse your life's been, like the better the afterlife is in a way?
yeah, so essentially, no, you'll be rewarded for the difficulty. So you know,
Right,
so you know when you
right,
guys were saying,
I like that.
you know, your grandparents went through a lot and so on.
Oh, I've got it made then.
Oh yeah. Sorted. You've had more
Fucking
than
better
your
be an
fair
afterlife.
share.
Fucking better be
Yeah.
one now.
Oh
No.
dear. We believe that a difficult life also absolves, is that the right term? Sort of balances out your sins as well.
Right.
You know, so for the difficulty
It's like
you
karmic
go through,
balance.
yeah,
It's
It's a
understood.
similar principle.
It's
to karma.
understood.
yeah. And also, not everyone is just the same, man. Again, if you were to steal something, and he was to steal something,
Yeah.
both Islamic law and God himself is not going to judge you the same, because you're in a different position, he's in a different position.
That's an interesting.
You might have done the same thing.
But in British
Well, you got
law, in
different
English law, is
reasons.
that the same?
Well, it's not.
Or would they be treated
It
the
would be
same way?
As far as I'm aware, it would be the same.
He's just done it because he's a greedy bastard, and I've
Yeah.
just done it because I needed to.
But did you need
Making assumptions there, mate. I'm not
No, you got
necessarily.
3 million quid. You're stealing.
Yeah, it's just an example, man. But it is.
I've got 3 million. What about that guy over there with 100 million or billion? You know, like that's what the 3 million quid guy's thinking.
Well,
Like,
they're joining you in helmet.
bloody hell. What's the threshold for going to hell though? What level of wealth? What net worth?
3 million quid, mate.
Funny one you are, yeah.
You just hit it, yeah.
Firing shots today.
But I think, you know what, I was thinking, because I'm quite, actually we both are, we do think and talk a lot about money.
Right.
But I mean, that in a way, like I've come to realise that that's sort of what
Life is.
but that's part of it, isn't it? Like at the end of the day.
You know what? It sucks that life revolves around money, but it does.
Like you got to
No, but-
spend
but
money.
to be
Like
honest,
that's
right.
what it's the potential, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
what you can
You
do
can't
with it.
live without money.
You can't. It's you need that flow. You need. I mean, you got to get used to spending things as part of your life. That outgo. If you got outgo, you need an income. You got out. That's how it works.
Yeah.
And that's what drives it. But then
But I was
you can never get enough
Nah,
money,
if
can
you've
you?
got no income, yeah? How are you going to get roof over your head, food,
You're
job.
stuck, aren't you?
to get income in the first place? You know
It's,
what I mean?
it's like a cycle, isn't it? You know, you don't have those access.
Fucked if you
You're
do, and you're fucked
disadvantaged.
if you don't.
You don't have a permanent residence. You need that to get any sort of job, don't you?
Yeah. Or even just to get a bank account.
So what's the state of the actual, like, the council? Surely the council has a duty to provide you with accommodation.
You do have a bank account though, don't you?
So I thought that was like, I've seen it on the TV, where when they evict
I made
people.
myself deliberately homeless in the
Yeah.
because I chose my job first.
That's crazy. So because of that, the council can't do anything for you. Well, can't you find a landlord? Well, couldn't you at the time find a landlord which would accept the dog? Why?
Not that would accept the dog, no.
What was the breed of this dog that was so?
Some deadly dog.
Was it a terrier? Was it a bulldog? Was it one of them
It was a
ones?
fucking
Oh,
wolf.
he was a monster, mate.
It was a
Yeah.
wolf.
Oh, yeah. He was the runt of the staff.
He's a staffy.
My man
Right.
just. Oh look, he's getting flicked, yo. He's done. Did you see him fucking flying? They're up his ass now. Oh yeah.
That
he's
is
flying
the
over
first
now.
time
Wait,
I
just
ever-
wait for the blue lights. Wait for the blue lights.
Flashing him.
He's fucked, man.
What did he do?
He was flying, bro.
Yeah.
He was fucking
Red
flew,
light.
and there's a police car on the other side.
Red light.
I'm laughing, but you know that could easily be me, man.
Yeah, fucking watch yourself.
Is he getting off? He's not pulling over. Oh, yeah, they've just flashed him.
Yeah,
Wasn't
we
that-
got that on camera as well.
Yeah, but not the police. But wasn't that? Was that a taxi? Because you can lose his fucking taxi.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
You're gonna lose your job.
And that's it. We've just seen that in action. Something that could change.
Change your life, man.
Yeah. Permanently.
Oh,
Sorry,
God,
them
oh,
ones,
God.
isn't it? Those split-second decisions. They just alter the whole future course of events.
Yeah, can do, mate. Why?
No, it's just not. Not to at all. Are we going back on? I thought we were wrapping it up, man.
Wrapping it up, man. What are you saying, Rab?
I think I said enough, to be
He's
honest.
just talking, so.
Yeah, my legs.
The
Again, I
first
don't know how
hour.
you stand all day like this.
Yeah.
My legs are already
Not
done out
easily.
here.
Not easy.
Yeah.
I've got leg ulcer as well.
Horrible, man.
Is
Yeah,
that from standing all the
plasters for
time?
that.
No.
Oh yeah. You
Leg ulcer's no balloon, mate. It's when my tent got set on fire.
Oh right, I remember you saying. Yeah.
You want, sorry?
Some fucker said his tent on fire, innit? Some young lad.
The kids were packing
That's
boxes
disgusting.
and my leg got burnt. Blister, popped, then I got infected. So now I've got leg ulcer.
Permanently. Can you not
No. It's
It's been like that for years,
just
though, isn't it?
taking it.
taking it sweet time?
Yeah, to say the least. And so it is also part of why I'm on, well, the main reason why I'm on the pregabalin. Because I've got
Yeah.
nerve damage.
Yeah.
And
Pregabalin, is that analgesic? Sort of relieves pain.
painkiller.
Yeah.
So Rab, I know I ask the same shit all the time, but for you now, how do you get a house and stuff? How can you do it? I want to ask what's the plan, but I know you're gonna say there's no plan.
I'm trying it. It's just not easy.
What can you do?
Sorry.
My name's Tom. Yeah.
Thank you.
We call him Dr. Sharabado.
Dr. Shabado.
Sharibalo.
No,
Sharabado.
my surname's Shabba, so we just adapted it.
Shababalo. Right.
Sharabado.
Just say Tom.
Just, no.
It's much easier, isn't it?
No, you have to do it properly.
That's more
man.
generic
I
name.
think it's gone off. You have to do it properly, man. Oh, it's fine. Yeah.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
I was just telling Tom that basically the council got me on as deliberately.
What's that?
The council got me down as a deliberately homeless.
Yeah, but it's been so many years.
Right.
So-
Yeah. You would think, wouldn't you? However,
Can you not change
and
their
it
mind?
was in Bolton. Right. However, it has followed me.
Can you not change your mind and say, no, I'm not choosing this life, I'm genuinely like
Yeah,
this?
you can't be fucking.
I did that
damned
5 minutes
for that.
later.
Yeah.
No,
You regret? You don't regret it, do you?
not for a second. No, I would do it again tomorrow. Even knowing what I know now, and I can't even say that I would grudgingly say it, because I wouldn't. I doted on him and he doted on me, you know what I mean? So, it looks like I'm umming and ahhing, but I'm not. Just try to work it right. But man, has it been a ball ache ever since. Especially considering he only survived a year after it.
Tragic.
Do you know what I mean? But he died of old age, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It wasn't...
Well, you said you had him 15 years.
14 and a half, yeah.
So if you have a dog that long, of course, like,
don't
no
leave
matter
that
how
for
old
somebody.
he is, like, you're not going to let him go, are you? But that wasn't the only reason, was it?
How do you mean?
So there were other sort of, was that the main one?
Yeah, the landlord and the dog.
Yeah.
Landlord and dog, yeah. That's why I became homeless, yeah. I just don't know how to get around it. I really don't. I'm trying, you know.
What are you trying? When you say you're trying, what are you trying?
Well, I've got houses offshore and I speak to them semi-regular when they make it out to see me, if they can be bothered to come out and see me. And you know, so far that's the best plan I've got.
What are they saying?
Not much. At the moment, what am I doing? Pretty much what you're asking me. Which, when
Is that the same one?
I think so. Came
It
from
wasn't
that way
looking this
anyway.
way.
Huh?
It wasn't looking this way.
No, I was laughing because it was probably the one that went up
I
there.
think it was.
I don't know what the plan is, bro. I really don't.
You know what the-
It's they only ever seem to ask me what I'm doing, and I ask them what they're doing, and then they go, and then I come back here. Do you know what I mean? And then the same cycle. And I'm going,
So you just feel like there's no way out? There's no way to, like, once you're homeless,
yeah,
like,
actually,
you
yeah,
can't get a house.
yeah.
Like,
What's actually stopping you then right now?
money, isn't it, really?
Pretty much.
Not really, because you need to be able to earn
Can't
your
get
own money.
benefits without an address.
Right.
Right.
So you need an
To get an
address.
address, you need to put
Okay.
down a deposit or
Right.
to get
Right.
a mortgage or whatever, to have an income.
In Bolton, they've got a thing going where you can get a bond
Right.
where you're.
So like a loan.
No, actually, it's more like a grant if you want.
How
It's
much?
not a grant, I'm just using that word.
But
Whatever the deposit is,
they
right?
they
Your
pay
first
for it.
month's deposit, say, and whatever they ask for on top of that, yeah? They give you that money to pay the landlord, and then you can move out. Right? I don't know of anything like that through here.
The only thing with that is, if you haven't got much credit history,
Yeah,
the landlord's going to want 6 months.
right. That's new then. 'Cause it used to be a month.
When my parents got divorced 5 years ago, we moved from Birmingham to Manchester. One of the problems was with my mum leaving with us 4 kids.
Yeah.
My little brother's 10, yeah. She didn't have any credit history or like, you know, history of renting or whatever. Because the mortgage, because it was just a mortgage. So landlords here all wanted 6 months rent up front, which was like 5 grand.
Wow.
So how she was supposed to get 5 grand?
And with rent anyway, you're throwing money away, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're not putting it into owning that
Well,
house.
that's a
you just-
different level, isn't it? But
That's another
we just need a house in
conversation.
the first place for it.
Yeah.
And
The stepping stone, isn't it? But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So my mum had to get like about 5 grand together just to
Did the
rent a
bailiffs
house.
come together or collect?
No,
You
she
didn't-
paid.
You
She
weren't in
gave
debt
it.
in any debt.
No debt. But the point is, you know, before renting, she had to put down 6 months. So this is what I'm saying. You might.
You could have been one of those families on can't pay, will take it away. You know what I mean?
Pardon?
You would have been one of those families on can't pay, will take it away if she couldn't.
What about houses, bro?
Yeah,
What
no, that's what they do if you can't on that program. Like,
I can only imagine
The
what it's
bailiffs
like
show
in
up.
that car going down that road.
He's a fucking hilarious man.
How do you not bat each other?
No, we've come close a few times.
yeah,
man.
we have. Yeah, we really have.
We've come close, man. We came to blows a few weeks ago. Yeah.
Quite.
Huh? No, like
What?
verbal.
Yeah. We had a proper argument. You know, proper straighten up.
Yeah.
Didn't straighten much up. Just. Oh well, let's not go back into that. Nah. I think.
No, you know what it is. You know what it is with this guy. He's
Go on, say it.
no, he's very
What's the word?
he's very blunt,
Okay.
innit? It's good. I think it's good because I'm quite like that.
Down to earth.
Oh, whatever adjective you want to go in there. But he doesn't always think about
Yeah,
how
I
he's
just sort of say
saying-
things. I just go ahead, just come out with it, like.
which is good because you know what you're getting is genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
you
the
know.
real deal with me.
It is, yeah, which I respect.
No
that.
false pretenses.
Although
You know?
sometimes it can be a bit too blunt.
It can be like.
You know what I mean?
It's a bit like how have I not been? You know, like
yeah.
just going around
You know,
saying
if you
these
say it to
things.
the wrong person,
Yeah,
they
that
can
could
say,
be an
what
issue.
the fuck
yeah.
are you saying? Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that could be an issue.
But
But I'm not like that. You know, I just
Yeah.
I wouldn't
so
go
You don't
around
mean
saying
it that way, it just comes across that way.
You have to.
That's how it's interpreted, you know.
Yeah.
It's the same with everyone.
And
Everyone.
that's how I
Just,
see law actually. It's interpretational.
yeah.
Yeah. One police officer.
It is. That's how they argue it in court.
I
as
have
well,
had
isn't it?
police vans, police cars, parked right there while I've been stood here with my sign, and they've not even looked sideways at me.
Yeah.
And yet tonight, 2 PCSOs come up to me and move me
Two
along.
busybodies, one
AI.
one little
AI.
power kick, you know, got
Yeah.
bullied in school. They
One
want to take it out on
one
the
officer
little
will
guy.
move me, whereas one won't. You get me?
Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah. It's
That's ridiculous.
Sam
man. You
Laws-
don't deserve that after what you've been through, you know. You deserve respect and
like I say, a lot of people think we choose this way.
because the whole argument is, well, like, you know, the council provides these places, blah blah blah, hostels, places for homeless people to go, and like food banks and
What they don't
soup
understand
and,
is, like prison, you become institutionalized. You become kind of institutionalized being on the street.
yeah,
You get me? Be actually a security blanket.
yeah.
Believe it or not.
Well, in a way, I thought some homeless people deliberately went to prison to get like food and that, and get somewhere to sleep.
I don't
like
think
that-
there's a
that
shortage
happens.
of food for homeless people. Do you reckon? Generally.
No.
There isn't really, is there? I mean,
No.
if you want food,
there's
there's
no
lot-
reason to. No.
Well,
there's a lot.
really?
Bro, I've seen people in town, yeah.
But
that's
would you say
town, that's
would you say you
town.
get
How does
enough?
this work?
Would you say you get enough food?
No.
Would you say malnourished?
Yeah.
And
I'm
that's just
underweight.
tragic
I'm
hearing
definitely
about that. Yeah,
underweight.
because you definitely,
I should be about 12 stone.
yeah.
That's my ideal weight.
No, but
Yeah.
you are also standing all day burning a lot as well.
Yeah,
You're probably
yeah,
always
yeah.
on the move.
Metabolism.
And
What-
I've
do you
got a
eat
high
a lot?
metabolism.
You eat
Yeah.
enough though, is what we're saying.
No.
Well, no, that's
No.
You're not.
Not
You're
3 square
you're
meals a
hungry a
day.
lot of the time.
So do you make
That
enough
pizza
food?
I ate earlier on, yeah, was the first decent meal I've had. Decent meal, yeah, for about 3 days. On a level. I've eaten.
Well, not properly.
What about drinking? Like, where'd you get water and this and that?
If I need water, I go with my mates, you know what I mean? But
But, like,
I
there's
drink
something
a
you
lot
need
of
to-
juice.
But do you make enough money to even sustain yourself
Yeah,
with
Rab,
food?
how
and
much money do
water?
you get a day? How much money do you make a day, if I can ask?
That's tragic.
Rab.
20, 30 quid if I'm lucky.
But that should be
But
enough.
I have to
surely.
be out all day. Yeah, but you've got to remember as well,
That's-
yeah.
What do you mean not bad,
I've
man?
gotta
How
give-
much is that
I've
per
got to give
hour?
at least half of that to my mate.
Why for letting you?
Is your
paying
mate...
towards
Towards
rent,
electric,
yeah.
what.
Hold on, you need to give £15 a day to your mate.
Well, I don't have to, but I do.
What's a lot, man? I don't think you need to give
Does he
that
accept it off you? Does he take the money?
much. How many days are you
Would I
in
make
his,
him?
How many days are you in his
Said
accommodation?
3.
A week.
Yeah. And do you have another
week.
mate that you?
So that's 12 a month each, yeah?
Yeah.
And you're saying you give him about £15. Is that about £180 a month?
No.
Is it
I'm
not?
giving £15 every.
45.
For 12 times
45
12?
is 9 days. No. 45 is 3 days. Right? So 6 days.
Or 15?
6 days
So
is
90.
90.
So 180.
Is
You
it
gave him
exactly what I
180.
said, innit? Thank you very much.
I wasn't aware that he meant like £15 a night.
So £180 a
like-
month for,
That's
for less
crazy.
than half a month. So effectively you're paying the equivalent of £400 a month rent. That's not fucking cheap, man.
What to? Yeah, I mean, you're crashing on a sofa as well. You don't even
I
get a
think you're
bed.
giving him too much, Rab.
No, I feel like he doesn't. He said he doesn't accept it all the time. Only when you make the money. Yeah.
Nah, Rab, you're giving him too much, man. Is he hard done by himself?
No. It's not, no.
Does
It's,
he
it's
work
me
in-
wanting to. He's doing me a favour, mate.
Yeah, but the thing
But
is,
don't you
Rab,
feel
you
like
need to get...
so
you need
You need to sort yourself
My
out.
way of doing a bit back.
Yeah.
But don't you think you need
Of
to?
course I do.
Like you put yourself first though in that situation. Use that money to like move yourself.
Where's that £15 going to go otherwise?
Pardon? What's that, sorry?
Right?
Yeah.
I'm sleeping on the streets. Where's it? Where else is
Food.
it going to go?
More
No, but-
food.
Right,
more
okay, that's
No,
a
no.
fiver, maybe
Save-
a tenner.
Start to save for the deposit.
Oh, that's mad. How long is that going to take?
Well, £15 a bloody good start.
15.
Yeah.
How many years before you can even get
A
a
year,
deposit?
a year.
A year?
Yeah.
Rab, to be honest with you, I'll be honest with you, Rab. You're gonna hate me.
Right, no doubt.
Oh,
You already do, go on, say it.
he's already sick of your shit. You can tell.
Go on.
But if you're making £20-30 a day,
I said that's on a good day.
okay, well, can we say 20 a day then?
Right, okay.
And you're here all day, every day. You don't go anywhere else to do it.
No, I'll come out about 1, 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So how many hours do you actually do? Just out of curiosity.
Depends on
We're not
the day.
criticising. We're gonna
No,
get
it
in trouble
depends
for
on
this.
the day, you know what I mean? Today I've only made, in fact I've not even made 20 quid today.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
less than 20.
Hmm.
So
it
say
just
15.
depends on the day.
Say 15.
Don't you feel like we're selling enough, man?
No, hold on. I'm just trying to understand. So
It was
15,
20 to 1.
15. Have you got somewhere to
20
be?
to 1.
Yeah.
Right, we're wrapping up, Rab. But
Yeah, to sleep, mate. That's where I've got to be. What do you mean?
£15 a day, a year, isn't that about $4.5 grand?
Is it?
Peanuts, man. Half of that's going on food or whatever.
Yeah.
That's. I mean,
But
do you
you
even
could-
have like? Do you even have like an amount that's saved? Do you have any savings? You just live.
Yeah.
So you
No,
can't
I just-
actually accumulate that money in any way. It has to, you know, you have like
Well,
anything you make, you have to spend it on, basically.
pretty much what happens.
No, but it happens. But do you feel that it's necessary?
It's not,
Inevitable.
no, nothing in life's necessary. It's just the way it works
Just don't
out,
make
you know?
enough to save enough.
Do you
It's how
think?
it feels, yeah.
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 There's no
Feels-
way of you
it
to
feels
make enough.
stupid, yeah. Begging all day,
Do
every.
you want to go fund me? Should we make it go fund
We've
me?
already made one, bro.
Oh yeah. How's that going?
We're,
Not great.
No. we
Well,
need to
40,
get
we
out
got
there.
£40.
yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
If we spread it out there.
Yeah, share it, man.
Yeah, I will.
Feels that put 5, 10 quid in just for something that's going to take
Say that
an
again, sorry.
insurmountable amount of time. Do you know what I mean?
Like there's no other way to make
and
it.
I know
no
it's
other way to
not,
get it.
right? Don't get me wrong.
Sorry, say that again. I
Don't
didn't get it.
misunderstand me, yeah? Just feels daft, yeah? Doing that little amount, yeah?
Right.
When it's going to
Spending
take
all
so
that
long to accumulate any decent amount.
How much is a decent amount?
Well,
You're the
for
one
argument's sake, you're saying it's going to take a year to get 4.5 grand.
I'm saying
And that's nowhere near. Like, can you even get a deposit with
1
that,
minute, bro. Yes, you can. That's a deposit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where? Like, what kind of?
For one room. But what I'm saying, Rab, is
That's like a year's rent. in a
what
way.
I'm saying is it's a step in the right direction.
No, I know it is. I agree with you. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Because
don't take me wrong, yeah,
Yeah.
because and I see where you're going with it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to work out where we're
when I make what I make,
Yeah.
my first thought, down there to get something to eat, go to my mate's house, sit down for the first time all day, and just chillax for a bit, you know what I mean? The last thing I'm thinking about is going all the way into town, because that's where the only branch of my bank is, to go down to deposit Bible. Do you know what I mean?
Just build it up.
I'm just talking for an example. Mate.
Yeah.
You know
No, I'm just saying, though.
I get what you're
In
saying.
your example,
Good cars.
yeah, this is the car I want in a few years.
So you're the one going cussing up the guy, mate, getting a
I'm not,
100 grand
I'm not.
car, and you're like,
Not
you're
100
the
grand,
one.
it's about 60, yeah.
Oh, that's fine then, yeah.
And it's just a pipeline.
Nah, that's no good. That's only 60, mate.
Yeah. That's
No,
nothing,
but
man.
Rab, what I'm saying is, okay, I understand the £5.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to take it back. I was going to say, save the £5
How'd
a
you
day.
have this energy,
you know,
man? It's 1
for a week,
o'clock.
£35 go. But to be honest,
It's not that easy, mate.
it's not.
No.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just trying
No,
to
no,
understand
no,
as well.
and I've got no problem
I'm
with
just
that,
trying to
mate.
think how I
Honestly,
would think.
I understand where you're coming
Because
from.
the other thing is, thanks for watching, man.
Oh, is that the end of it?
Yeah,
We're
that's the
kind
end of it.
of there. No, don't you want to do a proper exit? Like,
There's
just
we've
to
done a
wrap
few
it up?
videos with Rab. I recorded this. I
We'll
don't
be
know.
back soon.
This guy's got a lot.
I don't even know if this is going to go up, but I just thought
No, I
it'd be
should do.
an
I reckon
interesting conversation
this
to
has been
hear.
some good. We had a really interesting conversation.
I don't know if the
today.
audio's
I feel
going to
like-
go.